Late night show host James Corden is being called the most difficult and obnoxious presenter according to a TV director, and this is adding to the long list of complaints against the star. TV director Craig Duncan is coming out to say that he had a very unpleasant experience with the star on an episode of A League of Their Own. The director took to YouTube to detail his uncomfortable experience back in 2013. It's Dan Lewani reporting with all the details. These latest comments against James Corden are coming from a seasoned director with more than 60 credits to his name. The director, Craig Duncan, details how Corden insulted his lens work and even called him stupid back in the early 2010s. Duncan took to YouTube and revealed to the internet that he had been tasked with directing Corden as well as other comics in a challenge outside of the studio while filming a series.
You do like this. It's so obvious how you shoot it. It's stupid.
The video titled Director Slams James Corden details some of the most absurd comments from the comedian in the nearly 9-minute video. In the video, Duncan states, quote, "It was season 7, episode 3, and I'll never forget it." Duncan mentions how Corden, quote, treaded all over his toes and even became confrontational with the staff at times. In the initial offer, the production company asked the season director, quote, "How are you with working with difficult presenters?" Duncan describes one particular moment in the video where the comedian has to present from a card, and one particular joke didn't land well with Corden.
And he kind of just like, I remember, he just looked at it like, that's not funny. That's not funny. Like, what? He was like, we have to rewrite that. We have to rewrite this.
The director states how at the time he wondered if Corden was just having a bad day, but the British actor's attitude persisted when the crew needed 5 minutes to film a particular shot. The crew was working out a scene that changed last minute and everyone was brainstorming a solution. Duncan recalls the crew working up to the last minutes of scenes at times, and even in this moment when Corden came along.
What the fuck is going on here? It's obvious what you do. You put a camera there, you put a camera there, you put a camera there, and you put a camera there. He comes up, shows his dish, goes back to his table. He comes up, shows his dish, goes back to his table. You do like this. It's so obvious how you shoot it. It's stupid.
Many watching the video learned the late night host was also extremely late coming to set, but many are not unfamiliar with Corden's bad habits. Rumors of Corden's bad manners first began with restaurateur Keith McNally when he blasted him as abusive after the British talk show host made a scene at his restaurant, Balthazar. When the kitchen made a mistake on Corden's wife's meal, McNally claimed on Instagram, quote, "That's when James Corden began yelling like crazy to the server, saying, quote, 'You can't do your job. You can't do your job. Maybe I should go into the kitchen and cook the omelet myself.' Corden later stated it was beneath him to care about the drama because he, quote, 'did nothing wrong.' After the news picked up even more though, the star eventually did apologize on his show. Even celebrities like Mel B came forward calling him the biggest head in Hollywood, stating, quote, 'I think you always have to be nice to people that you work with, whether it be production, camera guys, sound, lighting. In the end, you be the judge of the situation.' More stories have come out about James Corden. This will be Corden's last season on The Late Show, with Adele being the last star. It is unclear if any more stories like this are coming out of Corden's bad behavior, but we'll keep you updated at whatstrending.com.